Alright guys, so if you haven't heard or you never heard of Jake Paul or you didn't know that he's super ridiculously relevant on YouTube right now, and he purchased or just ordered a Lamborghini Huracan Performante a few months ago. That interested me. I watched the video. They did like a little prank saying that like his brother bought him an SV or something, but then they ended up going to the Lamborghini dealership and they ended up ordering two Huracan Performantes. Logan Paul ordered an orange one, and Jake Paul, he ordered a blue one. Ridiculous specs. I mean, the cars are monsters in general, so I respect their choice in car. They didn't just go and buy some random Huracans or Aventadors at the dealership. They got the Performantes, so good for them. So all that happened, and they let us know all that, and we heard about it in Vehicle Virgin's video and all that stuff. And around now, everybody's taking delivery of the Huracan Performantes. Up in Chicago, they just got a Perillo. Today, they just posted that they got their first Huracan Performantes, and Logan and Jake Paul, they were invited to Italy to that, I think it was that Du Bois event for the watch thing, that, what's his name? The skier. Why do I always blank on these things? Jon Olson. I have his backpack in my room, and I didn't know his name for 2 seconds. Jon Olson, he went there, and he took a lot of footage. He was sent to the Du Bois watch and everything, which is awesome. That watch is super expensive. And he apparently was able to record a lot of stuff. But then Logan and Jake Paul go to the Lamborghini factory and museum. They get there, they expect to film, you know, do all this awesome content, take pictures with their cars that they spent $500,000 on. They spent like $1 million together on Lamborghinis, and they were denied the right to film. Okay, so I get where they're coming from. They're vloggers. You know, when they're invited to something, they expect that they're able to film and do all this awesome content. But this is Lamborghini. This is the automobile industry that they're not really in tune with. You know, we get all these automotive vloggers. They know that they're not allowed to film in the factory where they're making the cars, where there's so many specs, so many people ordering Lamborghinis, so many people that don't want their cars exposed and stuff like that. So in doing that, you know, they would expose a lot of sensitive content, you know, but they just didn't really understand that fact, and they got super mad at Lamborghini, and they just thought it was so disrespectful that they weren't allowed to film in the factory and in the museum and all that crazy stuff. I mean, Lamborghini did take things a little too far. I mean, they were like taping up their iPhone cameras and their and they were like putting their hands in their cameras and everything. But, you know, I can see where they're coming from. They're vloggers. They vlog everything. They're invited to this Lamborghini event in Italy. They spend so much money on travel and stuff like that to film all this awesome content, and then they get there and they're denied. You know, being an automotive YouTuber and watching all the automotive YouTubers and them realizing that, hey, we can't film here, that's just how it is, because everybody's ordering all these cars. All these insanely rich people that don't want their cars out there, you know, you're not allowed to film in there. Especially, like, even when, like, F-Spot goes to the Pagani Museum, he acknowledges to us, hey, I'm not allowed to film in the factory because there's, you know, some stuff. People don't want their cars out there already, you know? They don't want their production, and there's a lot of, like, sensitive stuff that they're doing in those factories, the car companies themselves, not just the specs from people that they're doing in, you know, the factory that, you know, can't be put online. And the thing is, Lamborghini was disrespectful to them in a sense that they are customers. They should have been more nice. They should have given them more consolation than just a Lamborghini notebook. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Because I saw Salamandra, it was on his story. He was like, hey, buddy, you better get used to it if you want to buy these cars and, you know, go to these events, because you're not going to get to film anything. it's just the way it is in the car industry. It's not just walking down LA going into the malls. I mean, Target gets mad if you film in their stores. I mean, what do you expect? This is Lamborghini, this is Ferrari. I don't know. And he did make a good point. It's not like they're just some random people like F-Spot going into a dealership that they have cars on order. They have their cars, and that the fact that they wouldn't let them like take their cars out and take pictures with their cars is interesting too. I mean, they were being, I would say they're being ageist, maybe ageist, because Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Jake is only 20 or something, so that's interesting. I think they were being ageist. Maybe that's really what comes. How old is I'm forgetting his name again. Oh my god, I have his backpack. Jon Olson. How old is Jon Olson? Is he in his 30s yet? But yeah, he's had a Lamborghini Huracan. I'm not sure what he has on order now, but yeah, I mean, Lamborghini, I don't know. They were rude. I mean, to a sense. They were just protecting what they need to protect. I'm coming from both sides, because the vloggers, they expect this, Lamborghini expect this. It's the automobile industry, automotive vloggers would understand this completely. But, you know, I'm going to end the video right here. I'm going to ask you guys what you think about this particular situation. And yeah, that's going to be it. I am going to Top Gear this weekend. That is going to be awesome. Top Gear, New Jersey, and Paramus. Me, Steve, you've seen Steve in several videos, and another one of my friends, Johnny. I'll introduce him tomorrow in the videos. But yeah, this is pretty much going to wrap up this video. I just want to talk about this subject because it was super interesting, because Logan, he was considering canceling his order or just not taking delivery and paying the full amount of his Huracan, his Performante. He was and he just wanted a written apology from everybody, from Lamborghini and all the people that he dealt with him, the security guards, all that. They were just being super rude. They just didn't understand where they were coming from, and Logan didn't understand where they were coming from. Jake, I don't even know who they are. Jake, Logan, Jake, he didn't really understand. He was the one who was the most upset. Logan didn't really care. He's not, you know, he didn't really care. But Jake is the one who got all upset, and he wanted a written apology and all that stuff. But back to it, I'm all over the place right now. I was saying I'm going to Paramus, Top Gear, 2,000 cars. It's going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait to bring you another weekend's worth of content. It's going to be incredible. And on that note, I'm going to end it there. Just leave a comment what you think about this whole Jake Paul Lamborghini wanting an apology situation and all that stuff. Just comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll see you guys later.